Imagine a planet that's been smashed by asteroids, frozen solid, ruled by monsters, and still, somehow, survived. That planet. Earth. And today, we're taking a whirlwind ride through 4.5 billion years of chaos, transformation, and unlikely survival, all in just a few minutes. Buckle up. Earth's story is wild. It all begins 4.5 billion years ago, when a dense cloud of gas and dust in deep space collapsed into a spinning disk. Heat built up, hydrogen fused into helium. And then, boom, the sun was born, and from the leftover debris, baby Earth began to form. In the outer colder regions of this cosmic disk, icy worlds were taking shape. But closer to the sun, rocks smashed together to form what we now call the inner planets, including Earth. Early Earth wasn't the blue beauty we know today. It was a volcanic nightmare, belching out toxic gases like hydrogen sulfide and methane. The air, unbreathable, the ground unstable. And then things got worse. A Mars-sized planet named Theia slammed into Earth. The impact was so massive, it flung chunks of molten rock into orbit. And over time, gravity molded those chunks into our moon. Earth stayed scorching hot for a while, with no oceans in sight. But around 3.8 billion years ago, things cooled down. Water vapor condensed, rain fell, and oceans began to form. Where there's water, there's life. Around 3.7 billion years ago, microscopic life appeared. The first living organisms, tiny, invisible pioneers that would shape everything to come. Land began to rise from the ocean. Ancient, stable chunks of crust called cratons formed Earth's first continents. These eventually joined into small supercontinents like Valbera, not exactly Pangaea level, but a start. Around 2.4 billion years ago, cyanobacteria arrived on the scene. They had a superpower: photosynthesis. These little guys started producing oxygen, transforming Earth's atmosphere, and eventually triggering the planet's first ice age. As Earth froze, the continents drifted and collided, forming a massive landmass called Rodinia, a real supercontinent. Life slowly got more complex, then Rodinia broke apart, only to reassemble into another supercontinent, Pannotia. Then came the Cambrian explosion, around 540 million years ago. Life diversified like crazy animals, developed shells, spines, and all kinds of weird features. Trilobites became the rock stars of this era. But nature giveth, and nature taketh away. Around 440 million years ago, sudden climate shift triggered Earth's first mass extinction, wiping out much of the life that had just gotten started. Still, life pushed forward. Trees appeared. Animals moved onto land. Ecosystems began to look more familiar. Then, 250 million years ago, Earth saw its biggest catastrophe yet: the Great Dying. Massive volcanic activity and runaway climate change killed off about 90% of all species. But out of the ashes, new life emerged, including dinosaurs, around 240 million years ago. For the next 150 million years, they reigned supreme. From the towering Argentinosaurus to the terrifying T-Rex, this was their world. Meanwhile, Pangaea, Earth's last great supercontinent, was breaking apart, forming the continents we know today. Then, disaster struck again. 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid slammed into what is now Mexico. The sky darkened, temperatures plummeted, and the dinosaurs were wiped out. With them gone, mammals took over. Fast forward to 6 million years ago, and the first human-like creatures appeared. At first, they walked on all fours. But by 4 million years ago, they were upright. 1 million years later, they were using tools. 800,000 years ago, early humans discovered fire. Their brains began evolving faster, allowing them to build communities, share stories, and reshape their environment. Between 40,000 and 15,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, that's us, became the last human standing. By 10,000 years ago, we stopped wandering and started farming. Civilization had begun. Then came the Industrial Revolution, just 250 years ago. Humanity exploded in size, energy, and ambition. Populations surged. 1 billion people, by 1804, 2 billion. By 1927, over 8 billion today, But our progress has come at a cost. We've changed the climate. Temperatures are rising. Oceans are swelling. Biodiversity is collapsing. And many scientists fear we may be on the brink of a sixth mass extinction, one of our own making. Earth has survived asteroid impacts, global ice ages, and mass extinctions. But now, for the first time, the threat isn't coming from space. It's coming from us. The question is, will we be the next great extinction, or the first species to step back and change course? The next chapter in Earth's story that's still being written